doing, everybody? Come on in the tent. Yeah. Welcome. Well, it's true. If you've heard it on the news, Japan has declared a state of emergency. Tokyo is locked down. There's 7 prefectures that, well, they shouldn't be going outside, and we'll have to change the way we live for the next 30 days at least. Then we'll see what happens. But I'm going to tell you something. This state of emergency lockdown is not going to take my dreams away. No. A friend of mine once said to me when I wouldn't let him fly a drone in the city of Tokyo, said, "Man, you can't fly your drone here. Police are going to swarm you." And he said, "John, don't take away my dreams." That day, he didn't fly his drone. The next day, he tried, and he was busted. I'm not going to let the state of emergency or any government take away my dreams. And you don't have to actually go to a forest to camp. The definition of camping, I don't know what that means, but I do know one thing. I have a tent. I have YouTube. I have a video with a campfire that goes for 8 hours straight. I have gas and a burner. I got snacks. I have a chair. I've got fake trees. Everything that you need to survive an emergency lockdown and feel like you're inside. I came up with this idea because I just can't stand being inside anymore. It's just driving me crazy. And this sort of helps a little bit. So I'm going to take you on a tour around my little camp spot here in Tokyo lockdown. And maybe this is something you want to try with your kids. But this is going to become some kind of series, I think. I'm gonna be able to... Now, Kanai actually didn't want to join me with this. Hey, Tony. Kanai thinks that this is silly. She's sleepy. She's going to sleep in a bed. She thinks it's, she doesn't have that same connection with nature that I have. This desire deep down to camp. I mean, with the warm weather and the sunshine and all this, at night, I'm gonna live like this. And I think after this live stream, she's gonna wanna join me in this camp, in this tent for tomorrow. We've got survival food. I've got food in a can. I've got food that we can cook. I have everything that we need to make a good camp spot, including a veranda, a balcony where we can actually maybe do some gas cooking. So I hope you do subscribe and follow me in this ridiculous thing. All right, inside of the tent here. This may seem ridiculous, but we are all locked down. This is the tent's pretty nice. This is a Montbell tent, Japanese company. This is the sleeping bag, and up here on the top, I do have illumination, which does keep it bright here. Yeah. Can you hear that sound? It's pretty cool, right? The sound of insects. But the great thing with... Oh, let's second. The great thing with camping inside the city is that you actually don't have any insects at all. So there's no spiders, there's no bugs, there's no ants, there's no things trying to get into your tent. I think Kanai's asleep. The roaring campfire would put anybody to sleep, actually. It's just so cozy. You can see it burning through this tent. There's no rain. It's absolutely perfect. And I have the window open, so there's some fresh air coming in here. I don't think I'm gonna need the sleeping bag here. Let's go out and get a drink, okay? Come on. All right, this is our stool here. Really nice, huh? Okay. Come on over here by the campfire. Yeah. So... nice. Come by. Let me get you a better view. Shouldn't be sitting on the ground there. There you go. Yeah, it's nice here by the campfire. It's realistic, sort of. and we have this big 4K TV. It just seemed to me like this cam spot can move wherever this TV moves, and there's a bunch of channels on YouTube that allow me to change the scenery. This is pretty nice. And maybe there's a jungle scenery. I found that I put a link in the description. You can try this at home too if you want. You can just have this on for 8 hours and watch. There's no commercials or anything like that, unlike this show. Gotta support myself. But if you do put trees around, if you have house plants, it's pretty realistic. I did get some snacks here, and I'll be taking some of your questions. We're gonna have a fireside chat about the state of emergency and what's to come in Japan, because there's gonna be a lot of changes going on over the next 30 days. A lot of them have been announced by the government, and over time I'm going to introduce to you what life is like locked down. I'm not going to try to grow a beard. The internet didn't like that. I'm not going to take you on tours of my refrigerator anymore. I got to come up with new ideas. This is part of living in a lockdown society. You are stuck in a box, and how do you create? How do you create? Me? I live in a tent. Well, my wife is in a bed. I forgot some snacks. Let's go back in the tent. Let's get the snacks. Okay, here we go. All right, got a couple of snacks for us here. Who wrote that one? Chop down a tree. Just for your information, these are plastic trees. I don't think I want to chop these down. I want to chop these down. Why would I don't need firewood. This isn't a real fire. Who wrote that? Who wrote that? There's some silly people out there. All right. So these snacks are pretty good. This is a typical. I sent this to some Patreon supporters in the Daimyo packages. I don't know when they're gonna get there, guys. The post office said there's about 126 countries that have sort of stopped mail, but the U.S., UK, Australia, and Canada are 4 of them that are still going. So I sent out packages to people. This is a traditional Japanese snack, and we're gonna try this by the campfire here. I just love being outside. Check it out. You see that? I'm looking for a fish. So we're gonna go fishing. If we find one, we can have fish for dinner. So I actually don't have a pond to go fishing, but if you eat snacks with little fish in them, it's sort of like fishing. Now, today, besides going to the post office, which is an essential service, we really didn't do anything. We stayed inside the whole time. I can get work done. I got a lot of editing to do, but I don't know, man. I think we're gonna be in like this situation for a long time. I found a fish. Check it out. I caught one. It's a fish. It's not gonna focus. It's just salty. It doesn't really have much of a fishy taste at all, but it's loaded in calcium, which is pretty good for you. Don't burn it. Somebody wrote, don't burn it. Hey, Pookie's here. Thank you so much, Pookie, from the UK, I see. Who else is here with us today? Jim Mendenhall. This is a genius idea. You've seriously made me day. You're very welcome. Tony P, is this how you summon a Sasquatch to your house? And are you going to make some s'mores? What I'm trying to say here is, and magnificent meal is here. Thank you from Denmark. What I'm trying to say here is, guys, look, we're all locked down. We all have to stay inside. We can't go out. We shouldn't go out. It is our responsibility as citizens of Japan and wherever you are in the world, because most of the world's locked down, to stay inside. And don't let anybody steal your dreams. Don't say that it cannot be done, because you, with YouTube, can bring the outdoors to your house. You can make it fun. And that's what I'm trying to do with this. And no matter how bad the situation is, I'll find a way to survive. I've got Amazon, which delivers to the door. They leave it there and then they walk away. We wipe down the boxes and we bring them inside, and so far so good. We did that with the Domino's pizza box. We ordered delivery Domino's 2 nights ago. It was really good, $40, but really good. That video is also on this channel just a couple days ago. But I'm gonna try to do some camp food and some cooking with the gas stove that I have here. Oh, let me get the gas stove. Hold on, it's in the tent. Let's go back in the tent here. All right, I don't think you can use this inside. This is a Primus gas canister. And then I got the stove here. Check it out. So we're gonna do some cooking with this. It might seem lower quality just because it's low light, and the iPhone's doing its best to try to keep up with the low light. But actually, Wi-Fi in Tokyo is really bad right now, and probably around a lot of places around the world, just because everyone is streaming Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all sorts of social media stuff. So there's just, when everyone is in the stream, there's not a lot of stream left to take, right? This is the set here. This is a Primus oven. No, a cookware. So we've got a... This is gonna be so much fun. This is a little teeny fry pan. It's Teflon, which means we can't put it in a fire, but we can put it on the gas. And this is a pot. We can make nabe with it. We can make tea with it, coffee. We can do all sorts of things with this. So we're gonna have some fun cooking with these utensils here. We could cheat. The kitchen's right there, but we're not gonna do that. We're also going to... Now this, I don't think we can use this inside. 1 second. I don't think we can use this indoors. It's pretty... Hey, Pozo's here. It's pretty strict. Yeah, don't use it in the house. We have a balcony outside, so we're gonna use it out there, and we'll have something in case something does happen. But we also have a gas burner that we use for nabe. It's in Japan, people do use gas burners inside the house for nabe and for okonomiyaki and making takoyaki. We have these iwatani gas stoves, which you can use indoors. So one way or another, we're gonna have a campfire. I don't know if we're gonna make s'mores. You know why? Marshmallows are not that easy to find now. Maybe other people have the same idea, but it's not even the marshmallows. It's the graham crackers. Impossible. So you have to compromise, find something like that. I don't know, like sweet senbei or something. Bottom line, improvise. Costco doesn't even have graham crackers. I saw that. Have to improvise. Japan, I've been living here for 23 years. I cannot eat what I want to eat, so you find the next best thing or make it yourself. Is it easy to make graham crackers? I think not. I think not. So I'm gonna have to compromise. What do you guys do to try to pass the time besides reading a book? Today, excuse me, today, Prime Minister Abe wrote in, there's a list of things that you can do inside your house, like use social media. The TV news also did this. Camping wasn't one of them. Insane. This is the best way to pass time. You can just sit here, do nothing. Like this, look. It's pretty cool, right? So I think tomorrow I really have to sell this idea to Kanai. All right, We got to get another chair. You have to have a camping chair. They have to be uncomfortable because then it wouldn't be camping if you had a comfortable chair. We can't sit on the sofa. It's too comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable to camp. A little table here, and just drink around the campfire. Listen to the nature. Not bad. It's not bad. All right, get another snack here for you. We keep this rolling here. These are Mino. Are you familiar with these? These are incredible, and I guess there's soramame, basically edamame outside of the shell, and they've been deep fried or fried, and they're salty. So we're gonna give this a try. I love these. What is so funny though, as I open this up here, hold on a second. Whatever you write in here. Magnificent meal. Stay safe, John. Best of Denmark. You got it. I'll stay safe. And beautiful, beautiful Jay. Good morning from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you. Welcome to the camp here. All right, these Mino here, they're really good. Soramame, deep fried. But look at this. Look how small it is. It's about, I don't know, like 6 ounces, 5 ounces. No, less than that. I'd say it's about like, I don't know, like 4, maybe 4 ounces. It doesn't say. But it's so small, and it has a zip lock. It has a locking airlock. Right? What a waste. I mean, who wouldn't finish this little teeny bag in one sitting? Like you have 3 and you put it away and you make this last for a week? Insane. All right, let me show you what this is inside. Let me warm it up a little bit. Oh, these are so good. It's a little bit salty. It's a little bit oily, but it's pretty good because it has still some of that vegetable taste to it. It makes it really good. It's a good balance. It's not actually like a potato chip. It's got some vegetable taste to it. So it tastes, let's just say, all right, it's probably not as healthy as potato chips. It could be, I don't know. But it certainly tastes like it could be healthier. And that is a big plus in my mentally, right? Mentally. All right, let's take some of these questions here. I really thought for a few minutes you were outside. That's hilarious. Geek Moto, thanks for that. Elaine Stanley, it's going pretty good. Thanks, Elaine. And Tony P. You sent me Mino in my first time meal package. Those are amazing. Right, you had a supplementary package. I have been trying to find out more. I did eat the bag in one sitting. I know. It's like, why do they even put this? Why do they even put this in a Ziploc bag? All right, guys, I'm gonna take 30 seconds for myself and enjoy this Mino and beer, and I'll take you inside the tent. It's getting a little cold out here, so just chill for a second. Looks pretty real. Yeah. So as I said, for those joining us, I can't believe there's 1,000 people watching my living room camping. Tokyo, Prime Minister Abe has declared a state of emergency. We knew about it yesterday that it was coming. He was thinking about it, and he officially did it at 7 p.m. today in Tokyo. And that means Japan doesn't actually have any, how do I say? There's no bite to the bark. All right, let's go in the tent. Okay. All right, let's go in the tent and do this. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. It's better inside the tent. All right, so yeah, it does seem a little bit ridiculous. I'm aware of that. Doing my best here to have some fun. All right, so the crickets are pretty realistic, aren't they? So the state of emergency means that it doesn't really mean anything that has changed over the last 6 hours or 24 hours. It just basically means that it is official. And I think Kanai and I have been talking about this. Let me get some air in here. Some air vent in this tent. This is the tent I used for hitchhiking about 2.5 years ago. It's been a while. Look at the air's coming in here. Usually, oh, look at that, there's a leaf in there. There's the tree leaf, check it out. This is crazy. Outside the air vent, looks like I am outside. It's pretty sweet. Indoor camping. So basically, I think people that were working in office jobs and such, the businesses didn't want to stop working. They were still operating, and workers, salarymen, businessmen were going to the office anyways, despite all this craziness, all this, the risk to it. What the state of emergency does, in my mind, is that it, and Kanai as well, people who had to go to non-essential jobs now can stay home and not risk themselves and bring that back to the family. The government understands that people shouldn't be going out. The police understand that. Sensible people understand that. But companies in Japan, businesses, and people that have been working hard their whole lives don't understand that you should probably not be, you should probably be working from home. Not a lot of the businesses, many businesses, it grew over the last couple of months, but not many were actually allowing workers to work from home. The Yamanote line, which is the circle line around the city of Tokyo, was only 30% less people, I heard, during the morning commute. That means people were still pretty tight in those trains going to work. And a state of emergency declaring it means that probably it's going to go way, way down, and people aren't going to be going into work. The businesses got some time to think about how to do teleworking over the last month. Businesses that had never considered it had some leeway to now get their workers ready for this new work style that's just going to have to be. The government also has stimulus packages. I think it was like 3 trillion yen or something, which is not nearly as much as what the United States is doing in their stimulus package, but it's still a pretty good start. And I know that this is such a tough situation for everybody around the world. This is not just Japan. It's not just the United States. I got friends in Italy that are hurting. Friends in France, friends in Spain, all over the world. In India, we have family that are having a tough time. The police there, they just hit you with a stick. They don't fine you because there's no money. They just hit you. Like you see it on TV. So I hope that my cousins stay out of trouble. Just stay inside, cousins. Don't go out there and get hit by a stick, like caned. I want to encourage you to subscribe because I'm going to be doing more and more of this, and we're going to be cooking Japanese food on the balcony. I've got some pretty good stuff in a can, so these episodes are going to get a lot funner, and this is just the first one of many. Hi, John. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Oh, this is from Audrey. Good night, Audrey. Good night. Jason's here. Nice to see everybody. Yeah. India is straight up in lockdown. Yeah. It's really tough going there, and because India is such a populous country, I'm really scared the most for people there. They have to go out and make a living. There's not really for a lot of people. I don't know, how do you give support to people? It just would take such a long time. to do it fairly. I don't know. I just have a lot of fear for family in India. Um, yeah, I think though, if you are locked down, think outside the box and find ways to keep your family entertained. And this is one way that I'm going to keep Kanai entertained and myself as well, because it can get pretty boring. I'm not going to watch Netflix and lose my brain cells. Well, I shouldn't say that. Netflix is there's some pretty good shows in there. But you can watch TV too much. You have to turn it off, start reading books, start finding ways to work, write stuff, keep a journal, start writing stories. Fiction, doesn't matter, fantasy fiction, life. Write about somebody who you idolized as a kid, or write about somebody or a fictitious person that you idolized. Make up who's the ideal person. There's like a bazillion ideas, but you can also do stuff like this. Make up fantasy. Now, I did buy Kanai a German outfit that the girls wear in the beer halls, and she never has worn that. It's sitting in the closet. You know, the one with they have the 10 liters of beer here and here, and they wear these outfits with the frillies in Munich. I bought a nice one there, and she's never worn that. I don't think she ever will. I think I gave it to her, and just like one of these gifts, like, oh, Halloween. I'm like, no, but that's for another another live stream. But my point is, besides, she's probably watching this. My point is, have fun with being locked down, all right? This isn't an actual prison. We have stuff like tents and sleeping bags and internet. We can do some stuff with this. Think outside the tent. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna get outside this tent. It's really, really hot in here. Let's get back outside. I wonder if, you know what I should do? Hey, I wonder if I can actually buy a squirrel. Now, I think that'd be pretty cruel. I've seen them at pet shops. I'm not gonna actually do it. Don't buy a squirrel. But if I did, that'd be pretty fun, though, you know, to have a squirrel in your house in your fake camp. But that's also cruel. Don't do that. Okay. Outside. Oh. Don't want to get bugs inside. It's nice to be back outside. Air is cooler, you know. Sleeping in a tent, it's a little bit hot inside there, even with the vent. I think I gotta get a fan in there to get some air circulating. We've been thinking about getting a hamster. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I also I have this one. Do you guys know what this is? This is a headlamp. So if I turn off all the lights, if I have to go to the restroom, I can find my way without turning on all of the lights. I actually have a little mood light over here in the corner, or else YouTube, the iPhone wouldn't be able to pick up anything without any lights. But if I need to go to the restroom in the middle of the night, I can use this, and I don't even have to turn on any lights. I want to be self-sufficient, sort of, you know, like, I don't want to be able to turn switches on. I want to feel like I'm in the great outdoors. Which means I probably should introduce mosquitoes and bugs to our living room. No. That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. So how you doing? I would veto Kelvin. If I even asked that, it'd be like I'd have slap prints across my face. All right. It's like a big hard no for that. It's a hard no. But life in Tokyo is gonna change, I think. Already, when we go out shopping to the supermarket, we go on off hours where there's not that many people inside there. Don't touch anything, and it's really scary, I think, just because we have a mindset which might be overdoing it, that everybody is sick. All right, we don't know who it is. Just everyone is sick. Get what you need and get out. Can I tries not to breathe? We went to an right. So we went to an ATM, and Kanai held her breath the whole time she went in there. She got the money, and then she got out, and it was like in 30 seconds. That's how far we've come. Hold your breath in the ATM. And then we wiped alcohol when we got out there. It's pretty hardcore, right? We waited till there was no one in there, too. Scary. But the idea is to just distance yourself. The thing is, all right, guys, all right, I'm not talking about Japanese, but in Tokyo, people don't know about social distancing, all right? Social distancing. I know, I gotta watch out for the coyotes, the dingoes. Watch out for the dingoes. Social distancing is not a thing here, all right? I'll be at a traffic light when I was running at 11. I usually run at 11 or 12, like midnight, because there's no people outside. Dudes will be coming up and standing like right next to me, and there's no reason they have to stand next to me. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's like if you're a guy and you're at the urinal, and there's a whole line of urinals. You know where I'm going with this? In the restroom. It's like you're a guy, you go there, and that dude, there's like 20 of them. He picks the one next to you. All right? Why would you do that? In Japan, in Tokyo, they do that, and they're just used to it. I think if they're all taken, the one guy probably starts to try to share the other one like it's normal, because we're so used to being like this in the subway. So social distancing is really, really bad here. And it's been bad all through this. Despite the news talking about social distancing, Japan is still really bad at it. They don't get it. Even though you have a mask on, the best thing to do is still be like 3 meters away. If the news says 2, I think 3 to 5. Whatever the news says, just double it. That's my goal, yeah? The news says you shouldn't have 1 glass of wine. I have 2, all right? Just double whatever the news says, and you'll be okay. Whatever the numbers are, at least for social distancing, all right? Triple it. OCD Steak says triple it. Listen, 10 meters is better than 2. Let's be honest, right? Just in Tokyo, we don't have that kind of luxury of space. So social distancing, I'm so uncomfortable with people. I slalom around it. I go out of my way to go out of people's way. All right? Slalom. You have to do what you have to do to keep your family safe. Again, right? Just keep yourself and your family safe. If you guys like this campfire indoor camping series, Tokyo Lockdown Camping, give me a like on this video. Let me know that this is something that you're interested in, because I think that there's something really wrong with people who vlog in their living rooms and don't make it interesting. I just get bored watching that. Maybe this too, but you have to make an effort to create. So we can get some likes. Try to get 1,000 likes on this thing. That's the deal. But I believe that camping I believe that camping can be a lot more fun inside. And if your mother, I'm talking to, I know family, this is a family show. If there's any families watching, if there's anyone in your house that doesn't like camping, hey, bring the camping in the house. That's what I say. Matthew writes in here, Matthew Robinson. Hi, John. If you're still camping in your living room, on April 30th, can you join a world record attempt? I've sent you a link on Patreon. Thank you. I wonder what the world record is for camping in your living room. And is it really camping? The definition of camping is very vague. Just tent, right? I pitched a tent in my living room. That's my couch. That's carpet. It's very plush. It's from IKEA. You know, they have a $50 carpet and a $100 carpet. This is the $100 carpet. Plush. But it's very soft to sleep on. It's very soft to sleep on. This is the most luxurious camping spot I've ever been in my entire life because there's no bugs. It's just too clean. Because Kanai, who's asleep, made me clean up before I set up the tent because she didn't want to represent poorly. Magnificent. I'll never get bored from your content, John. Keep the good work. Thank you. You know that this is going to end with me turning off the light and going to sleep to the roaring campfire, right? So just hang in there. So I can't go out and give you live streams outside. So I have to bring the outdoors to you. And I've ordered some food and gotten some things that I think is going to make it really interesting. And of course, I'm going to be giving you some updates on what's happening here in Japan. But I can't just do that. That'd be just killer boring. So we're going to do some delivery food. A lot of food. I started this segment. And I want you guys right now to start writing down questions. Or you can write it in the comments below. We're going to do an Ask Kanai segment. Remember, I did an Ask Miyu segment. If you Google Ask Miyu, M-I-Y-U, you'll get this stream that I did when I was in Yonago in Totori. I was doing a homestay with a family's friend's family, and they have a high school girl that was there, and we asked her questions about life at high school in Japan, and it was really popular in 2017 or 2018. It was like 2 years ago. And you should go back and watch that. It was really good. Her answers were excellent. Her English was pretty good. I was impressed. But we're going to ask Kanai questions about Japan. And it's a way for her to also practice English, but also a way for you to get to know Kanai and me a little bit more. So that's another segment we're going to be doing within the Only in Japan Go series. So we have camping, Ask Kanai, updates, delivery food, and I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna keep finding new ideas. Oh, I gotta do a live stream introducing to you what I did before I did YouTube. It's pretty interesting. I was waiting for a rainy day. Guess what? It doesn't rain inside here. There's no rainy days. I just gotta do it, and that means I did a 20-year anniversary episode. So I'm gonna be doing some John's background episode and introduce to you, like, I've had a pretty amazing life here in Japan. I don't really talk about it too much. You just know that I've been here for a long time, but I haven't talked too much about my English teaching and my how I was making YouTube videos before YouTube. All right, I started making travel videos about Japan in 2003, and I got some pretty freaky stuff to show you from before, you know, YouTube. All the YouTubers that are like, oh, I was here first in 2006. Look, I was doing this in 2003. And there's people that I know have been doing this for like since the 1980s. They're just really old. They don't look like, you know, like us. And I don't look the same if I compare myself to 7 years ago. In the first videos, I look like a kid. And I look like an older kid. 'Cause I'm wearing this. I got this at 100 yen's shop, so it's not very bright. I'm gonna have to upgrade it, I think. It's not safe. What if a bear comes in here, or an okapi, or some sort of weird animal? You know, we're gonna want to have good lights and good protection. What am I doing? Also, I'm gonna order some more camping gear. All right, we're just gonna have like more. I'm gonna see if I can order more trees. All right, and keep the super chats going because this is gonna get expensive. I'm gonna try to turn this into a jungle. We're just getting started. So by April 30th, the end of the lockdown, I think we're going to be living inside, all right? So just I don't know, encourage me to do this because this is going to get pretty crazy. Amazon is our best friend. I like to support the economy, so I'm going to be ordering stuff. Ordering a fishing rod. Actually, the Samita River is kind of far away, but I think if I have enough line, I could probably get it out there. If the wind hits the lure just right, can push it out into the Samita River. Catch some fish, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna bring the outside to the inside, and you guys encouraging me helps a lot. Magnificent meal. I will never get. Oh, okay, that was. I appreciate that too. Hey, Ann Dugan's here. Thank you for taking care and sharing your experience. This has been trying on so many levels. You know, I know that this is. I had a talk with another YouTube creator today, and let me see if I can give you another angle here. Yeah, here we go. I had a talk with another YouTube creator, and he's stuck in another country right now, and I asked him what's he gonna do, and he said he was gonna make new content, and I wanted to tell him that, you know, I don't know if he's watching, just stay inside and stay safe for two reasons. One, a lot of people are suffering right now and they can't go outside. What makes you so special that you think that you can go outside and you can meet your friends? All right. If you're a YouTuber right now, don't go outside and meet your friends and try to make content to entertain us. You're not special, like, in that sense. I'm not special like that. We're in a situation now that we're all locked in here. Stay with your family and try to create inside the box. All right. And I told him, if you go out there and try to make content and put people at risk because you yourself might have this, then I think that that's going to be something that people rebel against and that could hurt you in the long run, especially if you do come down and get sick from this, because you didn't need to be doing this at all. People just want to be working. I want to be working, but we can't right now. I want to be doing a lot of stuff, but, you know, I want a real campfire. I want marshmallows and graham crackers. Can't have everything that I want. So the best thing that I can do is simulate it and try to pass the time with you guys and have some fun. And the more you encourage me, the more this is gonna get crazy. You know what? It's gonna the next indoor camp one's gonna get pretty fun. I really appreciate it. Thanks guys for the likes too. That makes my day because this is gonna get more fun. Okay, I got some questions here. Magnificent meal, thank you. That's funny. After some stuff happening, I'm back. Have some sausages for the campfire. Don't burn down the place. I sleep in the tent forever. Yeah, I'm not gonna burn it down. I hope not, anyways. Thank you, magnificent meal. I appreciate that. We're gonna get some camp food and stuff. And we're gonna have some fun. Next time, Kanai's gonna join me. And I think that's going to make it a little bit different. I also want to... Oh, I forgot. I got to tell you this, okay? I'm going to... Tomorrow, I'm going to meet with Kevin Riley digitally. I'm going to put him on this screen. And we're going to talk about the experience down in Osaka. A lot of people were asking me, how is Osaka? How is other parts of Japan? So Kevin Riley is going to give us a report about Osaka tomorrow around 6 p.m. Japan time. We'll be on live with Kevin Riley from Kuma's Kitchen to talk about Osaka. Just a little bit of an update because he's a good friend of mine, a good guy. I want to hear what he thinks Osaka is doing. I can tell you about Tokyo, but he's going to tell you about Osaka. So yeah, the king of Osaka will be back tomorrow digitally. I'm going to put him on this TV, so we'll both be able to see him. This is the only way. Look, you know, Kanai can't even meet her father because he's still working, and he might have it and she might have it, and the family is separated right now. This is how serious it is, guys. Families are separated. She's got to live with me, all right? And it's not easy for anybody to live with me for more than like 10 minutes. Ask Peter, my friend Peter, doing a live stream with me. It's not easy, all right? But he can tolerate it for like an hour, sometimes more. Kanai's got to live with me. Think about her pain and suffering. So I have to ease that by making up a life that doesn't really exist. I'm not really a lumberjack. I can't grow a beard. I try, right? All you can do is try, people. Yeah. So tomorrow Kevin will be back, and we're gonna do some, and we have some cooking shows too. So think of questions for Kanai. Ask Kanai. This is a very good question. Isn't the lockdown only for certain prefectures? It is. Tokyo, Saitama, Osaka, Hyogo, Chiba, maybe Fukuoka, and there's one other one. Maybe Kanagawa, which is Yokohama. And probably it will increase. But right now, Tokyo is out of control. And I just told you why. People need to be told to stay inside, all right, by the government, or else offices are still going to make people go into to work, because Japanese workers do what their boss tells them to do. They're very good workers in Japan are very, I guess the word is competent. They're very good at what they do. You tell them to do it, they do it. Very loyal. But they need an excuse to stop. And Prime Minister Abe, today's announcement, was that excuse for people to stop working. Just to stop what they're doing, stay home, and protect your family. And this made both of us, when we watched Abe's speech today, feel really comfortable that things are going to get a little bit better. The second thing is that social distancing, as I said, is awful. Go, if you want to see, go tomorrow. Wait like 10 hours. Go on the live stream channels on our Discord server. We have one, we've listed, I think Nosh Abroad has listed all the live stream channels, and Katayama have put in there for Japan that are working. And you can watch people, how they don't like to social distance. They like to get next to people. That's the worst thing you can do, and that's what they're doing. Social distancing doesn't even, it's not really a word in Japanese. They don't really, social distancing, they don't really have anything. Maybe they do now. Maybe someone's going to come up with it. But what's trending on Twitter now was escape Tokyo. Like, people were leaving, and Prime Minister Abe's like slammed the hammer down and said, don't travel. Don't leave Tokyo. Stay where you are. Stay inside. Just take care of your family. Think about others. He said these things, and we all knew them. But in Japan, sometimes it has to be said by the person in charge in order for it to really take root. And that's what happened tonight. And that's a good thing for this country. And I think that's we're going to start to see things stabilize. But the fact that it took so long is worrying. But I think he was also giving businesses a chance to, I don't know, change or make a transition into mobile working situations, because they weren't there yet. They needed time. There's probably a lot of stuff behind in the background that we don't know about. All right. For example, is Japan testing enough? A lot of people have been asking me about this. The answer is probably not. You have to have a fever for 4 days before they test you. Just let that sink in for a little bit. And even after 4 days, when you call, you have to find where the tests are. And sometimes it's telephone tag. But people that stay home and don't need ICU, they typically will stay home and they don't get diagnosed, and it's over with, and they recover. Because the reason why we're not too far off is that the death toll is not, it's not reflective of the number of cases. You know what I mean? So the rate of the people who are losing their lives because of this is not so great that it's actually pretty proportionate to the numbers that we have. So I don't know if it's accurate or not. I don't want to get into it too much. I just tell you the situation. You have to be sick for 4 days with a fever before they test you. And then even after you get the fever, good luck finding a test. That's the situation now. Just chew on that for a minute while I enjoy the sound of crickets. A roaring fire. I gotta go in a minute. Any questions? Why is it so hard to find the tests? Either there's not enough of them, or there are, and certain agencies are handling it, or certain insurance companies are covering it, and you have to find one that's covered by an insurance, or it's made too hard to find it. The news covered this 2 days ago on Monday. They followed people, and celebrities in Japan are complaining. Now we have celebrities coming down with it. They can't find tests either, and it's just the system is. This is so Japan, and I don't complain about it. This is the system that's Japan. It's not perfect, but there's a lot of bureaucracy involved in it, and eventually the system will get better and better and better. But it's not good right now. If you want to get tested, you're probably not going to have that opportunity here unless you have a fever for 4 days. They won't test you. You're very welcome. So Dan, for those of people that were laid off, I don't know anybody who's been laid off. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if anyone who's been laid off, so I can't say that for sure. I'm gonna think that the assistance is gonna be direct. I remember getting 1,000 yen from the government from an assistance program. It just kind of magically came into my account. So I think that the government will transfer money to people's accounts. I don't know how it works. They just announced it yesterday, so I'll be able to give you more of this information in the next update. This is just hitting us now. I just went fishing and I caught a fish in the snack. It's kind of salty. Keep the spirit up, and we will beat this. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Stay inside and just stay positive. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other YouTube creators they're making pretty good stuff, and I'm not sure if my stuff's pretty good, but I'm having fun with it. So just stay at home and don't get in a fight with your family. This is gonna be a long one, folks. If you get in a fight before you go to bed, just make up. Everything will be okay in the morning. Seriously, if anybody that just had a fight with somebody, wake up in the morning, start fresh again. Because you know what? Especially here, where this isn't an American-sized house. Good night, everybody, for those going to bed. I'm going to bed in about 1 minute. For those that are living together and have been at this for longer than I have, it's understandable that we are getting fights. We've had some mini arguments too. But when you go to bed and you wake up the next day, it's just a total reset, because this is Groundhog's Day and you have to get along in order to get through this. Or you drive people crazy. Somebody said that there's not going to be a baby boom, there's going to be a divorce boom. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. How do I get in this thing? It's locked. I'm not really going to bed. I'm just faking it so I can end the live stream. I'm not really going to bed. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to sleep here tonight. It's pretty nice to sleep here, though. I'm probably going to go sleep with Kana. I'll just go in there later, but hold on a second. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for the questions. I know that it's low light, so it's not going to be the same kind of quality. I'll work on this for the next one. Thanks for the likes and encouraging me. But I want you all to stay positive. For you in the U.S., you're starting a new day, and I'll bring you Kevin Riley at 6 p.m., which is not a good time for you. It's like Nosh's bedtime, but it's like what is that? 6 p.m. is 5 a.m. in New York. It's like 2 a.m. in California, right? So I will see you then tomorrow. And I might do another live stream for lunch tomorrow. I got a bunch of content that's coming here. So until then, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, that's freaky. Good night. Enjoy the sound of campfire. Don't worry, it's a video, it's not real, and I don't have to put it out. But I can enjoy sleeping with the sound of it. I'm not really sleeping, I'm just pretending I am.